Open educational resources from the Scottish Social Services Council. Did you know that you can create your own learning materials based on our apps or websites? Content from some of our resources is available as text documents and licensed under Creative Commons, making it easier for you to reuse and adapt to suit your own needs. These are Open Educational Resources, or OER. What are open educational resources? Open educational resources are internationally recognized as learning materials that are in the public domain or published with an open license like Creative Commons. The thinking behind open educational resources is to allow wide-ranging access to digital educational material to the widest possible audience and free of many traditional restrictions of copyright. This means that anyone can legally and freely copy, use, adapt and reshare them. To support the social service workforce in Scotland, we have made some of our resources and content available as open educational resources. We issue our open educational resources under the terms of the Creative Commons license. This means you are free to share. That means copy and redistribute the material in any medium or format. Adapt. That means remix, transform and build upon the material. For any purpose, even commercially. You don't need to tell us or ask for written permission. You can start using our material to create something right away. And we hope it will save you the time and effort of creating your own content from scratch. We'd encourage you to take the material in our open educational resources and change it to make it relevant to where you work by including your organisation's own policies and guidance. Our open educational resources are available in Microsoft Word and Open Document text file formats to make them as accessible as possible. You might use our open educational resources to create a presentation, video or podcast, create an online training course for your organisation, build a website, build your own smartphone or tablet app. To use the content of our open educational resources under the Creative Commons Attribution Licence, you must give appropriate credit to the SSSC, provide a link to learn.sssc.uk.com, and indicate if you made changes. The simplest way to do this is to include the following text. This is a work based on name of the open educational resource that you used by the Scottish Social Services Council -learn.sssc.uk.com. For example, you might include the text at the start or end of a video or presentation, or on the footer of any document or website. If you create an audio resource, please read out the text at the beginning or end of the recording. You should not give the credit in a way that suggests the SSSC endorses you, your organisation, or the resource you create. Not all SSSC learning apps and resources are available as open educational resources yet. It will take some time for this to happen. Because of third-party copyright and the nature of some content, we won't be able to make all our resources available as open educational resources. To get started with open educational resources and see what's available, visit learn.sssc.uk.com/OER. Open Educational Resources from the Scottish Social Services Council.